I'm back again. As requested, today we're going to see how powerful Gojo really is. I've already covered some parts in my past videos, but there are still some things I haven't touched on, so let's dig deeper. What I'm about to say might be a bit ambiguous, because we don't know for sure if Gege knew exactly what he was doing, but this could completely change how we understand Gojo's abilities. And here's why.
Wait, forget that I lied! I need help!
As you can see, Gojo created flame from nothing, and even created a slash like Sukuna. From what we know about Gojo, his technique has never involved flame or slashes. So how was he able to do that? Here's my opinion. Gojo's power is a complete space manipulation, not just blue or red. He controls space and time precisely, like Harry Maguire said. Since he's a master of space, he can create any reaction with it like flame, slash, red, and blue, even to the point of infinity. You might ask, why didn't he create many more things then, like a black hole or whatever? It's because it takes time to master something well enough. For example, his flame didn't seem that strong. It didn't melt anything like Sukuna's flames. But the best reason is, why would he need anything else when he already has red and blue? They defy the laws of physics and are better than anything in the universe, since they're infinite. Why would he need something else when he already has the best tools? It's like choosing minors when you already have Bonnie.
What do you mean by that?
Gojo ain't like Drake, guys. And besides creating fire and slashes, Gojo can also teleport. I like how Gege made his teleportation science-based. He compresses the space between his hands, basically the place he wants to be and the place he's at right now. Scientifically, he's creating a wormhole. He bends the space between where he wants to go and where he is, instantly. In order for Gojo to not get stretched like this gluttony when he creates the wormhole, he would need infinite tensile strength. That also backs up the infinite durability scale we talked about before. And he can also use telekinesis by manipulating the space around you, and not to forget that he can make his domain smaller than basketball by learning from the prison realm. He can even manipulate size. What the hell? You can do all these things if you are a complete space manipulator. So Gojo Limitless Technique is a complete space manipulation. He is made... But the most powerful ability Gojo has is...
Aura farming.
This dude's aura farming is peak fiction. Honestly, it might be the best in anime history as well. Maybe not more than this legend.
Why don't you allow me to even the rules?
Piccolo!
What are you supposed to be?
I'm everything you fear.
Gojo has had many aura moments, but today we're just gonna look at the best of the best. Let's start from the beginning. Gojo started farming aura since birth. Our glorious blue-eyed king shifted the balance of the world just by giving us that light-skinned stare. No one else can do that. Even Piccolo wished he had that kind of session in his arsenal. And then there's this. Gojo made world-class assassins piss themselves without lifting a single finger. Imagine getting called a weakling by a pale albino teenager. This man had a bounty higher than Luffy's startup puck, and he got it as a kid, without weaving a single
sign. In every jutsu he attempted, he was in a class by himself. Everyone viewed him as the ultimate shinobi. And I once fought a battle against him, putting my own life on the line. This chakra. Hashirama! It's about damn time! I've been waiting, Hashirama! I'll deal with you later! First, I have to stop the Ten-Tails.
Who doesn't love this guy? People call this glazing, but we didn't glaze him. The story glazed him. Gojo is the one man in anime who got buffed by his own author. Just look at this.
Hey! I'll burn you to death! You didn't join up with us just to push that impossible task. You must have some kind of alternate agenda you're not telling us about, but I won't let you set us up to fail. The stakes aren't worth it. We don't stand a chance if it means we have to fight that thing for a full minute!
You're getting heated up, Jogo.
Imagine a monster, a literal demon, shitting bricks just from the thought of having to hold Gojo off for a single minute. And even when he died standing, like a legend. To add it more, he died with Riz, while dropping a monologue, looking fresh as hell. And y'all still say Gojo ain't black? He's a light-skinned dude with albino stats. Every single frame of Gojo was aura farming. Even Sun Drip Wu got nothing on this man. At this point, Gojo is equal to Lord Piccolo. Now, let's talk about his 6 eyes. First off, the 6 eyes can process 3 years' worth of information instantly, with 0 time delay. That means, at minimum, the 6 eyes operate at infinite speed. So for anyone out there saying they can bypass Gojo's infinity because they're light speed, here's your answer, Nazis. And also, the 6 eyes give Gojo 360-degree vision. He doesn't just see cursed energy. He sees the flow of cursed energy, down to the atomic level. That's how he created purple, while that cursed Diddy out here struggled to make it perfect, cause he didn't get the premium package. He can see insanely far too, like a walking telescope. Rumors say he's a paid stalker. And the real cheat code is that the 6 eyes give Gojo a full readout of his opponent's powers, including their weaknesses. And illusions? Not a chance. Not just because he can see through them, but because he's constantly applying reverse curse technique to his brain, refreshing himself like a goddamn gaming PC with a liquid nitrogen cooler. Bro's eyes are a reality-checking supercomputer that just happens to look hot while doing it. Next, let's see what infinity really is. I'm sure most people know about this, but for the culture, let me yap. Infinity is like an infinite number series. It has no end, just like how numbers go on forever. Most people treat this like it's nothing, but it's one of the most overpowered defensive abilities in fiction. Basically, it's like multiverse surrounding Gojo. But Gojo's infinity isn't just infinite space. It also has the power to slow time infinitely. A lot of people get confused by this. If you distort space, then you also distort time. Even Gege said it. You might ask, how can someone bypass infinity then? Well, most TikTok creators say infinite speed can bypass it. That just shows they have no understanding of science, they just yap for likes. Let me explain it properly. Here's why you can't bypass infinity with speed. Infinite speed means moving a finite distance in 0 time, not an infinite distance. To cover infinite distance, you still need time. That means infinite speed is still bound by time. But Gojo's infinity doesn't just block distance, it slows you down the more you approach him. So even if you start at infinite speed, you'll be reduced infinitely. It's like a motorcycle stuck in a swamp. So no, you can't bypass infinity with infinite speed or any speed. The only exception is immeasurable speed. Immeasurable speed defies the concept of space and time entirely. So yeah, if you're above space and time, you can bypass Gojo's infinity. As for domain amplification, yes, it works. But only if Gojo isn't actively focusing on his infinity. When he is focused, nullification doesn't work as we've seen against Hanami, Jogo, and Megumi's rope. And no, time stop won't bypass infinity either, thanks to the prison realm. I'm not saying the prison realm stops time, but time doesn't flow inside it. That means no new space is being created between Gojo and the skeletons, so they should be able to touch him, right? Right. As you can see, the skeletons couldn't reach him, even though time wasn't flowing and new space wasn't being born. That means Gojo's infinity was simply just there. So Zapkiel. Now, let's talk about red and blue. They are both infinite. Red is infinite, repulsive power, and blue is infinite, attractive power. I've already yapped a lot about red in my other video.
Let me add a little bit of spice to that.
What I'm about to say might give haters a heart attack, so I recommend you leave now. Most people downgrade JJK as city level or whatever. But what if I told you Gojo is universal?
Raph! Do something! Do something, Raph!
First, we need to look at what special grade means. It means you have the power to destroy nations, not just one, but multiple. So they aren't city level to begin with. Second, Gojo's blue is infinite and both red and blue are virtual mass. That means they function like Yuki's technique, just with different input. And Yuki was about to sink the Earth or even the solar system, or beyond if she had said so. So blue is basically a black hole with infinite power. If Gojo ever breaks its limit and lets it go full force, it could devour the entire universe in seconds. And the most ambiguous thing in JJK is purple. Some people think it's existence erasure, and some don't. But in reality, it is existence erasure. Here's why I believe that. First, like I said many times before, red and blue are infinite powers. So, when you combine infinite convergence and infinite divergence, you get a force strong enough to break reality itself. These two opposite infinities will shred anything: time, space, dimensions, even reality itself. And purple does exactly that because of its infinite nature. Just imagine two forces, both beyond universal power, clashing together. What do you think would happen? Reality breaks. Even black holes can distort time and space, and this is way worse. Now, to prove this, let's talk about Toji's worm. As we all know, that thing could hold items far bigger than itself while being curved, and most importantly, it could spit them out without following timeline order. It gives Toji what he wants when he wants it. That means the worm's inside is 5 Dalton's pocket dimension where space and time don't apply normally. But not the outside. We don't know for sure, but the inside is definitely 5D. And our glorious blue-eyed king said this before shooting.
Throughout heaven and earth, and all the perishes. Me alone are the wicked one. Come down from there so we can skin up your blood clot. Before the day done, we can skin up your blood clot. Watch me and you. You don't know the day done for you, man. You're not ready for the ultimate Batman technique. You must take the amplified and mix it with the reversal so you can make one infinite mass of Batman energy. Batman technique. Hollow purple for them blood clots.
As you can see, purple demolished that worm. The inside was completely obliterated, meaning purple erased a 5D space like it was nothing. So yeah, Gojo's purple is existence erasure. And it's not the only one in JJK. Sukuna's world-cutting slash literally says it cuts reality, existence itself. And there's also the perfect sphere, which has infinite pressure on every point. That means anything it touches gets completely annihilated. JJK's AP is one of the best in anime, even if their DC as a whole isn't that high. As for speed and durability go, watch the other videos. I ain't repeating myself. Now you understand why Gojo is in the top 10 strongest anime characters. And haters, chill. I'm not the one who made this, it's Gege. Like I said before, I just explained the science behind it. If you think this is glazing, then go say that to Gege.
Until we meet again!